Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building with BdoubleO. Today is going to be a very interesting day. You hear we've got the Minecraft music playing in the background. Maybe it's a little too loud. We'll turn it down just a wee bit. But I'm going to go and I'm going to get... That should be good. That should work out fantastically. Are we going to bed? We are in a second. But today is not going to be a building day. Not building today. Music still feels a little loud. Still feels a little loud. Okay, that feels better. Perfect. I thought we'd turn the music on today and get that rolling because we've got something kind of special that we're gonna do. Today's gonna be a longer episode, I believe. It's gonna be longer because we're going to do an entire world tour. A lot of people have been requesting this for quite some time, and I think we're at a good point to where it would be very valuable to us to have a world tour. We've been doing this world for about 4 years, maybe 5. It's a clean house here. 4 or 5 years. And there's been so much done. And, oh, geezer. There's a lot of new people here. And so the new, oh, geez, no. The new people are probably pretty lost. Hiya, you, all the adults, goners. The new people are probably a little bit lost. And what I want to do is I want to catch everybody up. If you're a little unaware of how this world is and how it works and all that, I want you to be in the know. So what I'm going to do, and also there will be a world download today, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get ready, get prepared, cook up all this meat that should suit us for our travels today, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna grab a little bit of stone just in case I find it necessary. I did do a little texture pack change where if you're using Optifine, it'll tint the color of the stones. I removed that, so that looks a little better. And I also removed like the swamp colors, so these look kind of dead now. I think it looks a little bit better, although this looks a little strange. Some of the stone tinting was really good, but I think we're in a good place. We know this area. If you've been watching recently, you know this area, so there's no real surprises here. So we're going to head on out of here. Something that I'm also running on is the new Optifine for 1.9.4, which includes dynamic lighting. So if you're holding a torch, it will light up the area around you. If you throw a torch, the light will follow it. So there will always be, oops, it's F now. There will always be light right in that area until that item despawns in 5 minutes. So that's kind of cool. But this is obviously where we first started. We've talked about this recently as well, so I'm not going to go too into it. This village, we spawned right there. And this village was right here. This is when villages were first a new thing. So I thought, hey, let's try to implement this and get this village, like, let's try to spruce it up. And you can see how far my building skills have come since then. This is an example of one of the first houses I ever built right here. Yeah. So we've come a long way. You know, getting a grasp, I should just kind of try to conserve my food a little bit. Getting a grasp for how this game works. I'm going to turn up the render distance for this video as well. To like 14 maybe. Yeah, that's good. Getting a grasp for how this game works and how to build in this game is a long process. It takes a long time to figure out. And I'm still figuring it out all these years later. But we're heading into spawn now, where I originally spawned. And if this is not new for you, and if you've been here the whole time, hopefully we can kind of reminisce together and have a nice little nostalgia tour. But episode 1, I spawned right about where that block is right there. and immediately found that village and went in there. But after a couple episodes, I came over to this area here and found this big, beautiful mountain and this low valley. And my original idea was to create this huge city. And it's before I knew the limits of villagers and how villagers would act and react. So I thought, let's get just a huge city and have it just teeming with villagers. And that never really ended up working out. The villagers didn't work how I thought they did. And so, and they kept getting killed and it just never worked out. But slowly but surely, we kind of built this place out. I had the idea to build these houses up on this ledge. And what I did here is I kind of tried making a building for each resource in the game. So there's the sandstone shop. It's made out of sandstone. I had all my sand and sandstone there. There's cobblestone shop, all made out of cobblestone. There was a wood shop right here that had all my wood, and I renovated that later. A slime shop, and I have a slime farm underneath here that brings slimes up, spits them out, drops them down to where you can walk in and just have a bunch of slime balls. And I renovated that later as well. As the city kind of grew and as time went on, I kind of changed things up. When I brought the series back, I went on quite a hiatus, a little bit of a break when Attack of the B Team was going. And didn't play much here. But when I came back and I started renovating. I had a wall. This was like my idea of what a really cool wall looked like here. I tore all that down and I started building this wall and then built this church, started renovating some places and some buildings, built that dragon and that arena that still isn't completed. But this was my original, this is where I kind of hide out and do my things, do my storage and stuff. And it's since been removed and cleaned out. Got a bunch of records up here, ender pearls, which might actually be pretty valuable for our trip. But got a lot of nice stuff up here. Well, not really, but yeah. So that's where that's sitting. After that, what did we do after that? I think we worked our way on out to TimberStone? Possibly. I think that's kind of where we went. Oh, we got an area over here we should probably check out. Let's see if we make this. Please. Hi, kind of. We got some distance. I built some areas out here outside of the city. I started working on like a port area since we have this lake here. And it's okay. It's all right. Again, unfinished. You see why this world is like my life's work, because I probably will be working on it for the rest of my life. Just tried working on some kind of unique buildings, which I really like these actually. This is where I discovered that coarse dirt and jungle wood work very well together, texture-wise, and probably regular dirt works well as well. Here was kind of a little boat. It's like being made. This is an area where you make some boats and then send them out. But still need to finish this. Still a lot of work to do here. And this was done later too. This was done when I was doing all the renovations here in this world. So, also when I was doing renovations, I had the idea to kind of make paths and roads connecting all the kingdoms and villages. So I made this path here. Basically, it's coarse dirt and kind of a little bit of a grass line down the middle, and put trees all over it. Grass line down the middle to kind of act like there's two lanes. This is for people going this way. This is for people going this way if you're riding horses. As a matter of fact, no, I can't take a horse because I got to cross the water here. Made a little cart, little broken down cart here. Just little aesthetic things to kind of make it look nice as you go. And then here's a little bit of a boat shop. It's supposed to be like a boat being crafted or made, or a little saw on top cutting it up. And then you come in here Little bed up there. Any food in here? No, but some boats. Okay. And if I step on that, out of boats. Okay. If I step on that, it should put a... This is how dispensers work. So if I step on that to come out here, it'll get a boat for me. And it's facing the wrong way, but that's okay. And we can go this way. This is nice. I haven't ridden this since boats have been fixed, so this is nice. Ooh, just blasted that thing, didn't I? Broke that. It's nighttime, so hopefully we make it. So initially, I wanted the paths to be obvious. So for when you guys come in, you kind of know where to go. But if you follow this video as kind of a tutorial, you know how to get from one place to the next. And I'm not going to do many cuts. I don't want to do many cuts in this video. I want to do it so you guys... Obviously, I don't ride the boats back very often. But you land over here. But yeah, I don't want to do many cuts so you guys know, how to get around and stuff. But here we go. So, up through here. This is a path that I never really finished. Wanted it to go through here. And I think this will be really nice because you have these large cliffs on either side. And this should be really easy to complete, actually. Boy, there's the nighttime song. Every time nighttime comes, I know there's something in the code. Some of you coders look in there and see, oh yeah, nighttime comes, this song triggers. I know it's in there. All right, so I think there is a bed coming up here in a minute, so we should be good. Oh, we get a good example of, hey, this could be bad. Some of these birch trees out in nature. Nice. With the new textures, that's good. All right, we go. Oh, did I look at him? No. We go up here and around this. I really need to get this path worked out so it's a lot easier to get through here. But follow these stones and you make it over here. And we'll eventually be able to see pretty soon TimberStone Castle, which was step one in an evolution for me of building. I kind of I worked with Gliss, who is a build team member for it was Mithrintia at the time, the Mithrintia build team, and then it was oh, look at you, you screw, and then now they're the Hypixel build team. Got you, boy. And he kind of, I asked him to kind of teach me some stuff, maybe kind of give me some one-on-one. So I took some time off and kind of just hibernated and just learned the whole building process as best I could. Somebody shooting at me? Feel like somebody's shooting at me. I'm sleeping, boy. Let a man sleep. How did it let me sleep with him so close? Oh, man. Look at him move. Jeezer. Yeah, come on. Try to shoot me. You did. There you go, boy. So yeah, I took some time off because I really wanted to hone my building skills. And this little village area was built later. Still incomplete. This is supposed to be like a logging thing that I didn't finish. Gonna see a lot of unfinished stuff here today. But this is one of my, maybe not my nicest looking area, but I'm most proud of this because I kind of just dug in and tried expanding myself a little bit, and I think it helped put me on a path to really go from just a regular Minecraft player to a Minecraft builder. But we got this little lion statue here, which ain't so great, but it's okay. The little tail coming around like that, and then we head on in here to the castle. So the Mithrintia or Hypixel build style is considered to be really busy, a very busy build style where the walls are very ornate. There's lots of blocks all over the place, and you get this impression of detail, lots of detail, and implementing wool colors to add, just some interest and color to the place. But Gliss helped me kind of plan out the interior of this castle and how it looks, and I think it turned out really, really nice. We've got a little, that was a little storage area right there. We got this wheat field, these waterfalls coming down into this river, which goes all the way over there. There's a hedge maze over there. There's these 2 towers here. I think it just worked out really nice. This is a place that you can come and explore. And if you head up these stairs over here, you can kind of get through the whole castle from here. Head up these stairs and go up there, and you can get up and around and go through the whole thing. You can even get your way all the way up there, which we should probably actually do, because there's some really important stuff here. There's a walkway there that goes over to that way. But if we come up here, just try to detail these areas out a little bit. But we're on this walkway up here, and there's kind of a feast hall over there that I don't know if we'll get to. But let's get all the way over here and see if we can't make it up there. And then we can just ender pearl down for some quick travel. Quick travel back down. Ideally, I'd have like some rooms off of these or something like that. But I think there's a stairway here. Yeah, this isn't completed. I mean, you see, in survival, in creative, it would be a lot easier. My time would probably be cut in more than half to get these things done. Oh yeah, you see the dynamic lighting now? Let's throw one of these torches and watch it go down. It's pretty cool, right? But now we're up here at the top of that area that it's like a rock that has some waterfalls coming out of it. But here's the main castle up at the top, or main hall or whatever. This is supposed to be a lion's mouth. You kind of see the mouth there, that beacons for eyes and little teeth and tongue. So if you go in here and up here, this is Wells Glaze's castle, and here's his throne. Some curtains hanging down, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice little place. So let's see if I can't ender pearl my way over to this little feast hall area. Hey-ya! Should be able to make it, right? Yeah, easy. So here's a little feast hall. Kind of nice, pretty nice. I like it. Now hopefully if you see some things, I'm giving kind of a quick tour, but if you see some things you like, you can just kind of hop in the world, check it out up close and personal. Over here is a little enchanting area behind this white tree, this dead. Kind of cool little cave, right? I think it's nice. But yeah, that's kind of it for the TimberStone castle. Let's head on out now. As we head out, we're kind of going to expand. This is where things kind of started taking another step. So we go out this way, and there's a road that leads up this way. And along that road, we're going to have another little village. And this is ideally what I'd like to have is an end result for this place. Having a little villages sparsely placed, like along the roads. Wow, these cows are still here. Some free-range cows right here. It's kind of cool. One of the biggest wheat fields that I've ever made right here. Still not as big as I'd like it to be, but decent. You know, you get the idea. But we got this road right here, which could definitely use some work. If I add like different gravel textures to the resource pack, I think it'll help a lot. But we've got this area here, and this is like a nice little village. And I was building these houses, and they were really, really small. I mean, look at the size of this place. Any food in here? No. That's okay. Probably gonna have to go sleep pretty soon. No, we're good. These houses were really, really small, and I was kind of struggling until I looked up Lynchy Inc. again. Lynchy Inc. is somebody that I have watched for quite some time, all the way back on the Feed the Beast days with the Minecraft server. Kind of learned how to do steampunk style from him. Oh, there's a little bathroom over here too. This is when we started working with trapdoors and using them for a little more than just trapdoors. But You got some cool little stalls here. It's kind of nice little bathroom area. But yeah, I watched him and he had a video on interior design and how to make like an atmospheric, quaint interior design. Ooh, gotta fix that. So this house is kind of based off of that, where instead of having like a large building that is, and that's what I was going for. I wanted quaint feeling, you know, so I was making small houses. Well, no, you don't have to do that. You can make a little larger house, but break it off with walls and other things. And then that in turn helps you have kind of that quaint feel that you're going for. So I really learned a lot from that, and I think it's nice. So I got a couple houses like this. Hum, sweat, hum. But anyway, from there, we kind of started working on this area out here, which is like a knight's keep. Not a full-blown castle, this place, but a keep where a knight would stay, and kind of tried to make it look a little worn, a little more detailed without overly detailing it like the TimberStone castle. Trying to expand myself a little bit. Although we did get this place pretty well designed on the interior, I don't think we completed it, but it's worth checking out. So let's get up here. Got a couple of blocks to jump up, and then we're up here now. Aha, I like that path a lot. Get a nice view of the land down there. Looks really good. But here's just like you walk in as a mini throne room, like a dead tree as the throne. And what is this way? Aha, a little feast hall here. Very nice. Does this wrap around? It does, but there's nothing back here. Boy, this looks very familiar, doesn't it? But here's some chairs, and I think, oh, I was gonna build something here because this leads out to, yeah, a nice deck out there. That's right. But if you go down here, it's kind of a kitchen area for the servants to do some cooking and stuff. So that's cool. And then if you go up, what's this way? Anything? No, nothing this way. Just a bed, which we may have to use pretty soon. But and we go up here. Here kind of made a banner design for this area, and just a little area to overlook. And this is a really nice, quaint little castle. I think it looks really nice. Oh yeah, nothing up here. So we didn't go beyond this point. I think that's the roof. That's the top of this place. So we got to do something with this area up here, but in time, we'll get to it eventually. Yeah, the sun is definitely getting close to setting. Since I'm near a bed, I think I want to get a piece of that pretty soon. I have a bed with me, actually, so forget it. Let's just go. Let's go. We've always been able to see through the world right there. But from here, we started working on the land of ESSURE. And I'm going a little bit out of order. There is a farm village that I worked on, and I'll probably have to cut away for that. We'll show that at the very end of the episode. But that's when horses came out. That's about when the Building with BdoubleO series was at its prime. I don't know what it was, if it was because I was doing stuff on horses, and a lot of people were into Minecraft and horses, or what. But my videos did better there than they've ever done on this series. Probably 10 times what it is now, which is pretty fun. But that was kind of in the Minecraft heyday. We still have to do a road out here. I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot. I'm just doing a lot of thinking. Usually, I'll do a cut, and then I'll know, while I'm building and stuff, I know what I want to talk about and know what I want to say. So I'm kind of umming a lot like an idiot. So let's go this way. The road will probably, I think I had it going that way, actually, up through the savannah, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll go through here. I'm really happy with this area. I actually gave my dad a world tour when he came and visited me the other day. And that's what kind of gave me the idea to give you guys a world tour, because a lot of you haven't had the pleasure of seeing all this yet. But anyway, we come out here and we've got the sandstone style city kingdom of ESSURE. And this was a great one for me because I really had to kind of expand myself. We can do some stuff to this sandstone texture as well to help make it a little bit nicer. The sand is tinted a little bit, or sandstone maybe. Something's tinted a little bit because of the resource pack, so I think I might have to fix that. But anyway, let's go on in. Huh? Come on. This is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. I like it. So it's been a little while since we've been out here, but not too long. Let me actually, hold on. I do need to take a little break to take a drink of water because my throat's getting pretty dry. Okay, so smooth, seamless transition. So this was a little bit of something that caused a little bit of controversy. Some people were saying pyramids are not castles. Pyramids are tombs. Well, not in our world and not in Game of Thrones. So I thought, yeah, let's do it. Let's make a pyramid and let's make it a place where people live. Could be pretty cool. So anyway, that's kind of what spurred on this whole area here. I thought this would be a very unique design and idea, and I think it worked out really well. This is one of my favorite builds to date. The swamp village is unbelievable. I think that might actually be my favorite. I don't know. But there's a lot to see out here and a lot to show. There's a lot of just really interesting things. Not just, hey, here, let's put a building up for no reason. This is when we started building with a reason and with a story. And I think that helped us out a lot in this. But the animal for this area, the America has the bald eagle. This is a bull here. Do they worship it? I don't know if we ever really decided on that, but the bull is the animal of the kingdom of ESSURE. And so in here, in the main throne room, we've got the glass throne. And this throne is kind of a really unique throne made out of glass. And this area is not as detailed as I would have liked it to be, but maybe it shouldn't be super detailed. But over here on the walls, we've got two murals here of bulls running into each other. And the way I did this is I took kind of a picture, a clip art of a bull, and I scaled it down to, very, very, very small and said, okay, does that still resemble a bull? And it did, I thought. And that helped me kind of get this pixel art done. But we didn't do a whole lot as far as decoration in here, unfortunately. Didn't get very far because I got a little overwhelmed and I got inspired with other ideas. Did I not eat that food? What just happened? So we've got some rooms cordoned off here. Little hallway in the back. And I think it's going to look good once it gets completed. Got a little area here for meeting and stuff. It's going to be really, really nice. I forget how I get up to the main area. I don't remember. I don't know if I ever did make a way to get up there. I don't think there's anything up there, honestly. I know... Do I have my Electras here? They're somewhere. But I know up there's a little bit of a balcony for, the person to kind of look out on. But yeah, so there's that. Down here, we've got a church, and this is where we started implementing like religion into the world. And this is a religion that I want to have in every single kingdom. This is the religion, we put quite some thought and time into this. The religion of... You screw, get out of this church. Yeah, that's right, boy. The religion of earth, wind, and fire, and water. Earth, wind, water, and fire. How are there so many? Okay. This is supposed to act as like a donation area to give a tithe or something like that. Electras? No, but here's my shield for the area. Aha. The ESSURE shield. Nice. I like it. This is when I kind of discovered if I would have done this in green and white and gray, if you put it in an item frame and turn it sideways, it looks like a dollar bill. It's kind of cool. But let's keep that here. It's supposed to be special, so let's not taint it, shall we? But anyway, yeah, this church, I guess, completed. I guess. But yeah, just tried implementing these colors, and I thought they worked out pretty nice. Initially, I just had gray and white, or gray and dark gray for the banners on the side, but people weren't really feeling that and liking that. So I thought, okay, let's work out some colors and let's give them reasons why there's colors. So yeah. Now here's kind of a lot of these houses are unfinished on the inside. Now here's a little market area with a little well, and here's kind of a little mosque, I guess. But what else? Oh yeah, this was a difficult area. This is something I had a very hard time with, and still not 100% pleased with it, but I wanted to make like a market square, an area where everybody would come and they do their, kind of like a farmer's market type thing. Everybody would come and they have things out to purchase and buy. I think it worked out okay. You've got cloth over here. You've got like a mushroom herbalist type person here. A meat guy, which we got, we'll have the netherwort blocks, which could look really good for that soon. Vegetables, pumpkins, watermelons, and all that. And kind of another little herbalist. Book salesman, and some salt. A salt salesman, which we said we wanted to make this area kind of a salt import-export area. So eventually I had to work something out with that. Oh, horses too. I wanted to have horses be a little more prevalent in this area. Horse stables all over the place. So that's something we'll eventually do as well. But regarding the salt, the snow blocks and the snow sheets, those little snow sheet blocks, I've always felt like they did a great job of resembling like salt. Any food in here? Oh, baby. Give me that. Easy. Give me that. Nice. They did a great job of resembling salt. So I wanted to implement that in one way. Here's a little bit of a greenhouse. Just an area for, since it's so dry and arid out here, you don't have like huge farms. You have to kind of manipulate the land and the atmosphere to kind of grow crops properly. So, and a lot of carrots in there because there's supposed to be a lot of horses all over the place. But out here, outside of the city walls, we worked out some stuff. I think right through here, actually. And this entire city is walled. There's walls all the way around the city, and you can walk around the walls all the way around. But we built this ship here, which I think looks really nice. It's one of the first major ships that we built in the world, and I want to have multiple. I want to have more ships than this to make this look more like a port city. And we got to build a really cool port out here. I think it'll look very nice when it's done. But the path will be going over this way, and it'll eventually lead to this area, which is going to be kind of just like, these are little workers' huts. Each one of these will have some sort of purpose. They're very small, not super detailed. Here's a little silo for salt and stuff. But here are the salt flats. I don't know exactly what they'd be called, but they're basically, I did a bunch of research on how salt is obtained. And there are salt mines. They're basically huge salt deposits underground, which are old seabeds that have dried up and left all the salt under there, and people kind of mine that stuff up. But there's a way to kind of force this to happen naturally by having something like this. All these little salt bed areas, and then the water evaporates and the salt's left behind, and you can collect it there. I know I have a bed here. Yes, sleepy time. So that's kind of how we did that. And I thought that worked out pretty nice. I thought that was pretty cool. What do we have out here? Just a lot of sand? Yeah, I think it's a lot of sand. There's some cobblestone, some salt, and some sand. Okay. So yeah, I think it worked out pretty cool. Now, I'm going to probably make a boat because this will take us to a more recent area that we've been to. A lot of you have probably seen this, but let's kind of go back and relive it a little bit. And we can talk about future plans and stuff. So if we go over this way, I mean, that's a beautiful mountain there. You can actually look around and still go the same direction. Oh, that's really nice. And this looks beautiful. Let's see how far this will take us, because I've never actually traveled by boat. I've usually just kind of swam and enderpearled my way around. But yeah, let's head on over to the area of Snowden. And after we finish Snowden off, then I'll probably make a cut and we'll go check out the farm area. I don't want to go, we can go this way a little bit and see if it would be really cool if this water led us all the way over there, but I really doubt that's going to happen because this world has been through many different changes, many different terrain changes. Yeah, I think we're going to come to a stop right about here. Many different terrain changes. Oh, hello. Okay, this river continues. This is good. This is good. And by terrain changes, I mean the game kind of changes and says, all right, this is how land generates now. It doesn't generate like it used to. We're going to generate it this way. Ooh, dead sheep. Nice. Is there a wolf out here? Oh, there's definitely a wolf out here. You're murdering people. Oh my gosh. Wow. There he is. What a murderous screw. They're everywhere. Look at all this mutton. Delicious. Okay, but I think if we go this way, this isn't actually the area. Oh, there's tons of wolves out here. This isn't actually the snow area. There you see a good example of old generation running into new generation, or vice versa, one or the other. But you get a lot of weird terrain changes, such as those. But let's go this way, and probably just a little bit further. It is quite a ways. This is from ESSURE. It's a long walk, but from the main central spawn area. Hi, Wolfie. Hello. From the main central spawn area, it's not that far. We've got a little bit of a desert here, and we could probably ender pearl some of the way just to help speed it up. There's a good example of the world kind of switching up on us. Aha! I think this is it right here. So as I said, it's not very far. It's not a super long distance, but it's still pretty good trek. So we could definitely make a road from there to here, or I think a river would be a little bit stretching ourselves a little far, but not bad. But okay, we come over this way. Hello, hole in the ground. And we should be seeing it all kind of render in pretty soon. Delicious. Yeah, you see some of the custom trees rendering in very soon. So this is Snowden. And this area, I was kind of basing this off of a kind of a cold, just a very cold climate. And wanted to try to implement that into the thought process of the entire place. And I think it worked out pretty well. So a little bit of a snow wall around the front entry to the area here. And nice little sign that says, welcome to a Snowden. We got this little village out front here just to kind of greet you as you enter. Hello, glitching. And got a little bit of a meat curing area. It's freezing cold. This is one of the only cobblestone buildings out here. I really like how that looks with that new texture. Most of the buildings out here are all wood, or not all wood, but mainly composed of wood, just to kind of give it, tie it into the theme a little bit. Oh, that's kind of nice, the way that texture works like that. I haven't seen that yet, so that's cool. But let's get on up here. That's a stave church, which we'll go check out in a little minute. Upsy daisy. I need to actually get the sides of these textures to be a little more random too. But out here, I was trying to build on an even larger scale for homes, try to build houses that are even bigger than any of the houses we've built before. And I kind of realized that as far as survival Minecraft is concerned, a house like this is fantastic. It's a great house, but to build an entire kingdom out of a house like this is difficult. Very difficult, as a matter of fact. This is where this area kind of ran into a bit of a hiccup because I wanted to build larger houses, but once I kind of, this one's very similar to that one, just not as detailed. But once I kind of got this house complete and worked on some of the interior design, a lot of these houses have this sort of, well, I wanted a lot of these houses to have this sort of design where you got a fire in the middle to keep things warm, then a little area. Most of it would stay, the heat would stay in, but then it would let the smoke and stuff out the top. But my snowmen are dead. Once I finished this, I kind of realized this is freaking hard to do in survival, and to do it to such a scale. I never found my Electro wings. Dang it, man. Oh, I wish I found those. They might be out here somewhere. But to do a bunch of houses to this scale and decorate them all ain't so easy for old Bdubs. So I kind of started working on a little bit smaller scale. That's why I did that little village out front, because those are smaller houses. But yeah, then we have, you know, these are smaller houses. Those are some smaller houses. We've got a house under construction over there that we'll take a look at in a minute. We've got the main kind of castle manor area here, which I think looks really, really cool. Pretty nice. Let's go take a look inside. And for the inside of this, I kind of went with like a very open feel and design. I don't know if I love it. I feel like it's a little bit on the hotel-y side, which is okay. It's not terrible, but I'm not totally in love with this. I did work out like stairs going all the way up, so you can kind of go all the way up this place, go all the way up over here, and even over there you can go up and get to the top level. And there's some, you know, some space for places, and I encourage you, if you want to get in here and kind of just like finish some of my stuff, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see some of the builds you guys come up with. Got a little tower coming across here, and then you come up here, go into this top tower here, and even to another tower up here. Pretty nice. You get a nice, beautiful view. But yeah, if you get inspired and you're like, hey, I wanna, you know, I want to finish these things for Bdubs. You want to go into creative mode and finish them or something? That'd be awesome. I'd love to see that stuff. Hello? Is this not any? Oh, I can't get down there. Oh gosh, no! You're going to have to fix that. That's a spot you're going to have to fix. It's broken. This area is broken now. Because I didn't zip up the world download yet. So, fix that. Dang it, man. Screw. Of course that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen today. I just was not anticipating. Was not anticipating that. Dang it. Okay. So we've got a little bit of a house under construction here. I thought it was pretty cool. Got a crane. A little bit of a makeshift crane here. Kind of, you know, placing some logs onto there. It looks like the sun might be trying to set on us right now. Why does it look like that? Has the sun? Oh yeah, no, it's square. I can see it. And some materials and supplies, little workbench and stuff. Pretty cool. Then we got the stave church over here, and I did a lot of research on the stave churches. Structurally, did a lot of research, and you guys helped me out a lot with finding some cool things about them. Oh yeah! Oh, but we built this ice rink. This is when boats came out and they had the cool functionality on ice where they just fly. So I thought this area is not going to be, it's going to be kind of a super peaceful area. I didn't not need to do that. It's going to be a very peaceful area and, you know, kind of playful. And I wanted to implement some more like really playful things out in this place. So yeah, I kind of built like a little ice rink out there. It's okay. It's not bad. But we got the stave church here. Oh, there's ice under these pads and you walk a lot faster with the ice under here if you hit an ice block. But you also slip and slide a little bit, which adds to the atmosphere. So I think it's cool. But we've got the stave church and we've got all these skulls, these kind of scary looking pictures. And these pictures, well, basically this is what the stave church originally was. This was about this size. And then they built these exterior areas. They're almost like enclosed buttresses. They're things that help support this main church because it's so tall. It was so tall it would tip over. So that's kind of how the structure of this place works. Men would come in, they'd have to leave their weapons at an area like here or something like that, and then they'd enter. But there are a lot of scary pictures, like dragons and lions eating things and eating dragons and other things like that. And those were there to scare off any evil spirits. If you were sick, you weren't allowed to enter the church. Because if you were sick, you must have done something wrong. That's basically was the mentality. You've done something wrong. God's not finding favor with you, so he made you sick. Obviously, that's not how things work, but that was the belief at the time. And maybe you do believe that's how it works, and who knows? But anyway, yeah. So we got this area up here. Nothing super, super fancy or anything like that, but there's a lot of decorative stuff that could be done in this church, but I think it's at a pretty good point where it's interesting enough to check out. We've got some cool areas like back here, little hallway, little meeting room right here. Tried to make the roofs as interesting as possible, or the ceilings I should say. So yeah, there's the stave church. I think it looks pretty nice. Anything else out here? I don't think there's a whole lot else out here that's very interesting or worth taking a look at. My mom is actually back and the seat in her car isn't working, so I gotta go change a fuse. If you'd like to see me do it, check out the vlogging channel. I'm probably gonna go record that real quick. She's gonna have to, my mom visiting to help with the new baby. But I gotta go do that. And before she leaves, so I'm gonna check that, and I'll be back with you at the farm village, I believe. Actually, I just realized it'd be important. The snow den is just that way. We came from that direction from ESSURE, and we went this way to get to snow den, and then we came this way. So we went. If you're following along, we went in the which direction? Where's it show? South, east. We went east to get back to this area, which is the original spawn area. There's that wall that I showed you. So we're back here now. And if you're interested in going out to the farm village, which is quite a long ways away, and I'm remembering more and more things about this as I'm going on. I think it's important that we do show it. The spawn area is right over there. Like literally right on top of that hill is where we started, where I first started in this world. You come down right through here and let's get over. Let's get a move on. Watch out for this thing, whatever that is. So yeah, you see you see part of the wall right there. So you come down through there. And through this little forest here, there's some netherrack right there. And some netherrack right there. Does this light this up? Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You follow this netherrack this away. And I had a series called Sandbox Sunday where I would stream on Sunday. And it was all creative mode. So there is some creative mode stuff in this world, unfortunately, but I figured that better to just keep it going and not like start a new world or anything. And like get all down about the fact that there was some creative mode stuff in here. It's not much. So, but anyway, this road, you find this and you go all the way along here. And if you follow the nether rack, it should take you all the way to the farm village, but there's one place we have to stop off before we hit that. Okay, we've got to be coming up close. I mean, if you decide to make this trek, more power to you. This is not an easy travel. Oh, so much diorite. I could use you. This is not an easy trip at all. I've been going for about 5 minutes here, which isn't bad, I guess. But boy, is it tedious. Kind of just making sure you're staying in line with the wool and stuff. But this is mainly, most of this stuff is new land generation stuff. So that's pretty nice. But the one very nice thing is how we fly through water is not a whole lot of slowdown when you run into the water. But up here, we've got a little bit of a desert here, a nice looking desert. But up here, there is a desert temple. And originally, I think I had the idea. I wonder if I'm still on the right track. Yeah, I think I am. Originally, I had the idea to take this temple and make it kind of like an inn. Yeah, there it is. You can see it just over the horizon. Make it like an inn. Because I think it's a really pristine temple. Like, a lot of them are buried in the terrain or something like that. This one's just flat out. Oh, maybe I did dig out a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, that's how the land generated. Oh. Interesting. Okay, I may have... Yeah, you know what I think I did? I think I originally portaled out here. No, because that's new terrain too. Well, obviously, we have a little bit of a terrain clash. But what does this sign say? What does this say? Future site of the Lazy Saddler. The Lazy Saddler. I don't know who came up with that. Maybe that was during a stream. Somebody came up with that. This is supposed to be like a path that you'd ride a horse on. On horseback, I think you can make this entire trip in probably under 10 minutes. But on foot, it's probably a little over that. It's probably something close to 20 minutes to get all the way out here. It is a long way. Unfortunately, in the Nether, I never worked out like a path to it or anything like that. So not ideal. I do have a portal, so I could work it out at some point. But boy, is it difficult. But I think we're kind of getting close. This is like a jungle that's kind of in an extreme hills, so you get a unique color here. But just over this, oh, that goes this way. This is where it is, I think. There was another area that we built out here. Now, this is probably an area that will maybe get totally removed. It's one of the only areas in the world that's going to get totally demolished and removed. And is this not it? This isn't it. It's got to be over this hill then. Let's just ender pearl over there, because I think it's just over this hill right there. Is that terrible throw? Oh yeah, right in the fire, Bdubs. Okay, get over that hill, boy. I think it's just here. It's not. It's not. All right, well, I'll keep traveling. I guess this is a much farther trek than I thought it was. Now, this has to be the spot. It's been so far a good 12 minutes. Yeah, this is it. A good 12 minutes of traveling. So, boy, has it been a while. Okay, yeah. So here was an attempt at a leaning tower, right? I was going to try to make this like a cobblestone area. This is actually pretty cool looking. It's not bad for such a small design. That's kind of cool looking. And I think that was based off of like a Family Guy episode. I saw something that looked like that. So that's kind of neat. And look, I kind of did the roof like that too. And there's a horse here? What? Unbelievable. There's a horsey here. Hello? Hi. What a good horse. Okay. Maybe we leave it here. But anyway, let's go on over here. The village is that way, but we're going to go this way because I did some stuff out here. Had kind of like some medieval towers, again with the lenient design, but then went ahead and decided to try to make like bulldozers and caterpillars and trucks and like really modern equipment, which looks okay. Bdubs Building Company, you know, it looks fine. It looks kind of cool, but like this does not work in this world for me. It kills that immersion. I mean, this is cool. It's all good, but man, oh man, not fitting for what we got going on. So, and then look at this. I tried doing like stripes in the wall, like make the wall look like there's like, you know how there's certain levels of, oh, it's hard. Ooh, hello. Whoa. Oh, I died here, didn't I? I must have died here. Look at all this stuff. What happened? Look at all this. Oh, interesting. Oh, that tells a tale, doesn't it? Bunch of XP on the ground. Unbelievable. But yeah, anyway. You know, it would be really cool if there was a way to make stone do like the layers thing in the textures, but ultimately I don't think I'd want to do that. Let's just leave this guy out here. Let's just leave him. Sleep. And we're very close to the farm, so I'm going to continue on the old netherrack path. And where is it? Over here. And I'll see you guys there. I think we are actually quite close now. Little extreme hills leading into some desert. Once you get through that desert, you should start to see stuff on the horizon. And with that little detour, that little pit stop we had, I think this is about a 15-minute trek out here by foot. So not terrible if you got some time to kill and you want to do some exploring. There's lots of cool stuff in this world, so it's worth the trip, I'd say. But here you go. This is totally incomplete again, but you can kind of get the idea and see where my imagination was headed. So you get some crops right here. That's carrots, I believe, or potatoes or something. Some of it outlined, not all the way filled in. There's a little village up there, and there's a barn right there. This barn actually came about. At first, this is about when clay was coming out, and or stained clay. I originally had it all red, and I didn't like it. I thought it was just a little too obvious. Obviously, barns are red, but it's too bright red for me. So I kind of toned it down and did the just regular stained clay, and I think it turned out really good. The shape is nice, and it worked out pretty nice. This right here, I think, is my, believe it or not, all the stuff I've shown you in this series. And this is what drives a man crazy about YouTube. I've done all this stuff in this game, in all these different episodes, and showed off all these things. My most viewed video in this series, I believe, is this. Horse stable. Just this. I've put hours and hours and hours and hours into some of these castles and houses and buildings, but this is my most viewed video on building with BdoubleO. Can you believe it? And basically, it's just this repeated 5 times, or as many times as you'd like. I even have another horse stable video that's it looks way nicer than this. Nothing. Can you believe it? But we got all of these horses out here, some really nice, beautiful horses, and forgot where I found them, but yeah, pretty cool. The reliving this area a little bit. Let's see if I got anything nice up here. Got a little enchanting table. It's good. Some horse armor and name tags. That's good. I just threw my neck out. That grass could be very valuable. Thank you very much. And nothing else really exciting. What else? One of these cows is my wife. Somehow I had a little thing with Wells glazes, and yeah, nothing else to see there. And then we came back to this area. We got a little chicken coop, a little random brewing area. This is there's a lot of stuff stored in here actually. Any diamonds? 21. A lot of diamonds. Wow. Okay, I see you, boo. But we came back to this area, a chicken coop, blah, 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 something else. And we worked on it some more and put this huge wheat field here. This may be the biggest wheat field I made. I don't know. It's pretty large. But since this is the farm area, I just figured it'd be covered in crops. They're just so tedious to do. I really like this. This is kind of like an old Western gate entry area. What's that say? McGee. Oh, Horse Race McGee. It wasn't Wells Glazes. This was Horse Race McGee. McGee family. Home sweet home. Oh, that's right. So this is Horse Race McGee family area. But man, is it tight quarters. Like, it's just me figuring out scale and stuff. And I thought, oh, let's make like a village and a town. This is like the size of what you would think I don't know. Maybe all the family lives in just really small quarters, but these houses I'm not really happy with at all. Not pleased with in the least bit. The floor is kind of interesting and cool. But yeah, could definitely use some work out here. That is for sure. It's fun rummaging through all these chests, man. I love it. Diamond hoe, because I was doing all that stuff. Very cool. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it for this world tour. There's 4 years all wrapped up in a nutshell for you. So the world download should be, it'd be hilarious if I forgot it. An entire episode dedicated to it. Hello? Ooh, that was weird. I lagged a little bit there. But yeah, world download should be down in the description. Yeah, little chicken coop things is cool. And I'd love to see if you do some building on here of your own. I'd love to see what you come up with. Could be pretty cool. But anyway, thank you guys for your support for the 4.5 or however many years. I don't know. But it's been very much appreciated. It's been a very fun ride, and I'm excited to see where we're going to be in another 4.5 years. Could be pretty cool. Anyway, love you guys to death, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.